Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Let's try this again. I just tried filming this video and I was talking for like 10 minutes and I still had not come to a point, which should not be a shock to any of you who watch my channel. So hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. It is March 14th. It's probably about 3:30, 3:35 in the afternoon. My watch is at home charging. If you did not see yesterday's video, I did pass my recurrent training, so I will be a flight attendant for another year. Very exciting. I got to sleep last night like an angel. It was so nice to sleep with peace and relaxation and the knowledge that I don't have to worry about failing or whatever. I stress over testing. But it was just a beautiful night's sleep. I woke up, lay in bed, hung out with the cats on my cell phone, scrolling while petting my cats, and just a beautiful, beautiful morning. Finally got out of bed thinking, you know what? I've got a vacation week coming up and maybe I'll spend a little bit of money and go somewhere. You know, I really should have been planning for this, but it's next week. But it's my 55th birthday on March 21st, by the way. And I'm thinking, let's do something. So I'm thinking of going to New York for a couple of days and maybe hitting some museums and some restaurants or just walking around and not have to worry about being on a layover, you know. I was thinking of going out to Provincetown, not to be confused with Providence, Rhode Island. It's Provincetown, Massachusetts. It's the tippity tip of Cape Cod. It's where I got married. Not that I'm nostalgic about my marriage. The wedding was very nice, but the marriage... and Provincetown has a place in my soul. It's really where I discovered a large part of myself in the early 90s. It was one of the few refuges where you could really truly be as safe as you possibly could be as a gay man or a lesbian or transgender or whatever. So I was thinking maybe Provincetown for a couple days. I found some spots on Expedia that were in price points I was willing to consider. And then, so I'm sitting there on my computer in my boxers. Buddy, it was just so heartwarming. Buddy likes to make a lot of noise. And so he walks over, he walks across my desk, and he tries to get into my lap. Now, Buddy does not love to be held. But he literally crawled onto my lap, which honestly just suffused me with joy. When have I ever used the word suffuse in everyday conversation? But he got in my lap. I have more lap now that I've lost some weight. And he head towards my knees, and his little ivory daggers, which are what his fingers are, were like cutting into my knees. I've got ribbons of scrapes and cuts on my knees. I love it. It was so beautiful that he got in my lap without me putting him there, you know. But so I'm looking for flights to Boston or New York or wherever. Crew scheduling calls me. The phone rings. Crew scheduling calls me. Now, you know, I bid reserve this month on the key that they weren't going to call me because I'm so senior in my base. There's no way they would call me. And I'm reserve C. In my company, they can only call us 10 hours a day on our reserve days. So I have it set so 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Well, don't you know, at 2:30 in the afternoon today, they call me for a trip for tonight. And I'm like, I answered the phone and I was like, hi, are you sure? Are you sure that you're calling me? I was nice. I was nice for a change. I said, are you sure you're calling me in order of seniority? He's like, yep. He says, and he laughed because he knew. He said, you're the last reserve in this block, C. So I was like, all right, where am I going? He goes, you're flying to, where am I going? Where am I going? Baltimore? Nashville. I'm going to Nashville tonight. My report time is 11:05 p.m. And so I'm flying to Nashville. It's only blocked at like 3.5 hours, which is great. So I get to Nashville. I've got 15 hours or so, which is time to sleep, eat, and poop, and take a nap again for the next day. And then I fly to Orlando the next day, super short flight. Then I've got 12 or 13 hours, I think, there. Enough time to eat and poop, maybe take a nap. And then, then I deadhead the next day to Houston. I have a 3.5, 4 hour sit in Houston. Less than 4 hours because they'd have to give me a hotel room. And then I deadhead to Las Vegas. Crazy. So it's technically a 3-day trip because my report time is this evening at 11:05 p.m. So it's, today, tomorrow, and the next day. In reality, it's really more like a long 2-day trip. So, I mean, it could be much, much worse. But I've got 4 legs over the course of those 2 days, and 2 of them are deadheads. So if I have to work a trip, this is it. So, yep, I'm going into Walmart. I'm going to pick up a can of soup or something to throw in my luggage that doesn't require refrigeration because I'm certainly not going to meal prep for this kind of trip. But I also don't want to spend a lot of money in a restaurant or something on one of these layovers or in a hotel. So I'm going to grab something quick here. I might pick up some more cat treats while I'm here. But, yep, cruise scheduling got me. Bum, bum, bum. But... yep, there you go. All right, so I'll see you in a few minutes, whenever that'll be. Bye. Woo. Well, that was a lot of fun. I had to do a U-turn. They're very legal here in Las Vegas, by the way. U-turns, you just do them all the time. But I think in Boston, where I'm from, you don't do U-turns. I don't think they're even legal. But I was pulling a U-turn, and everything in the car swooshed to the side because my car takes turns beautifully. It felt very dramatic inside the car, and I don't know why. Flipping my hair felt like the appropriate thing to do, but... so I went to buy some groceries. I bought some mandarin oranges. I have been craving sugar for the past, in ways that I'm craving sugar. I want donuts, I want pie, I want jelly beans, I want marshmallow bunnies or chickens. And I'm trying to stay away from those things, obviously, to continue losing weight. So I bought some of those mandarin oranges because they're practically jelly beans, right? But they're a little bit healthier. So I bought those. I bought some sugar-free peanut butter and some rice cakes so I can put a couple smears of peanut butter on those rice cakes and enjoy those as a much better alternative to what I can often find at an airport or on the airplane. So I figured that's good. What else did I buy? 2 cans of soup, just to have something in my suitcase so I can heat that up and have something in my belly. The layovers aren't that long and the trips aren't that long that I can't be fine with just a couple cans of soup in my luggage. What else did I buy? Oh, and a Rockstar or something. So just a little bit of something to nibble on during this trip. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a fantastic mood. I got an amazing night's sleep last night because, I was so relaxed after having passed recurrent. I didn't take a sleep aid. I slept for probably 9 hours. I woke up completely refreshed. It's probably the first time I've been completely healthy. I felt a little run down the past couple of days. That might have been stress. I don't know, but recurrent. I know I shouldn't have been so stressed about recurrent, but I was. Yeah, so I'm feeling fantastic. Yes, I have to work tonight, but the trip is so simple. It's a red-eye to Nashville. I mean, it's a 3-hour flight. Maybe. And then one more leg to Orlando, and then a deadhead. I mean, yeah. So I'm in a great mood. The cats are fantastic. Life is good. I'm almost, if not, at 9,500 subscribers, which is the highest I've ever had. Subscriber counts. I don't bend over backwards pleading for people to subscribe to my channel because I'm a very strange channel. It's not like a normal YouTube channel where they focus on any one thing. It's just me talking to you. Hey, how are you? This is my thought. This is what I'm doing. So if there were more focus, like just sole flight attendant content, or just cat dad, or just thrifting, or any one of those things, my channel would probably grow a little faster. But since you never know what you're getting when you come to my channel, although I do try to give you some hints in the subject line without clickbait. Yeah, my subscriber count is at like almost 9,500. I'm creeping towards 10,000. That would be very exciting. But I probably gain 100 subscribers, 120 subscribers a month, but I probably lose 100 subscribers a month. So, I mean, because again, my content is not for everybody. So, and I irritate a lot of people. Like, I'm gay, I'm anti-gun, I'm super anti-Trump. We all know that. I'm pro women's rights for reproductive choices. I mean, I'm very specific on what I support, and I'm usually pretty vocal about those things. So a lot of people like say goodbye shortly after finding me, but that's okay. But I am creeping towards 10,000 slowly, and that's very exciting. What else is going on? I think that's it. I'm gonna go home, take a little nap with the kitty cats, and then I will see you tonight on the way to work. All right, see you soon. Hey, I am super excited. I am victorious. I am the winner. I have succeeded. What am I talking about? I got a parking spot at the airport. I know it sounds like small beans, but at 9:42 in the evening on a Thursday in Las Vegas, you would think there'd be a number of parking spots available. No, they're pretty much all full. It's like the Hunger Games trying to find a parking spot here in Vegas. But I could tell you a whole long story about what just happened, but I was able to secure a fantastic parking spot because someone was leaving just as I was passing by their spot, and the other cars that were looking for parking spots, oh well, sorry, I'm the winner, right in there. So I'm at the airport a little bit early. I want to grab a bite to eat because I'm starving. I think the last time I saw you, I was telling you I was going to take a nap with the cats. I did get in bed after making sure I had all my stuff prepared and organized for the trip. I got in bed with the cats. Buddy curled up right under my, right against my chest, under my chin, curled, purring. It was fantastic. I always try to make sure Eleanor feels loved. She doesn't need attention as much as Buddy does, but I also don't want her to feel left out. She was up in her little crow's nest where I frequently play with her, and she's sitting there and she's looking down at me and Buddy. And I'm just thinking, well, Eleanor's not the most intelligent cat, so she probably wasn't thinking too much. But I love her. But I was feeling like she was feeling kind of left out. Like I would have felt left out. And I've been in situations with 3 people where I felt left out. And that was a different video. You've already seen that video, right? But I was looking at Eleanor thinking, oh, she feels left out. And so I tried playing with her toy. She wasn't really digging it, so I got up and Buddy, in protest because I got up and I'm like rubbing Eleanor's belly, and she seemed happy. She's purring, and I'm trying to keep the 2 of them happy and give them equal love. And it's hard because Eleanor, I don't know. But all of this, I really didn't get to sleep. I was focusing so much on making sure my cats felt loved. And because I am leaving for a few days after having been home for so long, blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, I did not sleep a lot. And you've survived that part of the story. Good for you. So now I'm at the airport. I'm going to grab a bite to eat because when I got out of bed, I thought, well, I'm a little peckish. I have not eaten since this morning. I had a cereal bowl, a little bowl of Raisin Bran. And I think all I've had today beyond that was 2 bottles of water, a Diet Pepsi, and that's it. And I just realized how hungry I am. So I'm going to grab something to eat in the airport. I'm actually thinking of going to Jimmy John's, which is not something I make a habit of doing because Jimmy John himself just has such a I find him repulsive, I guess the owner, the Jimmy John. But Nika at A Gal With No Plan really has opened my eyes to the quality of the stuff they sell. So I'm thinking of going in and getting a small, whatever their small is, and having that for dinner. And that's certainly going to carry me over until I get to Nashville. Our flight tonight's very, very short. There's supposed to be a short delay, I think because of wind or weather. Not sure. But let's get this show on the road. All right? I will see you in the airport. Jimmy John's is closed, so it looks like it's going to be Wendy's. All right, so good news. I got randomed by security. That's not the good news. The good news is that I chose to wear a new pair of shoes, well, new for me. I wore a pair of really nifty, new, gorgeous ankle boots by a company called To Boot New York. These are them. They are very nice. They're very fancy and very expensive. But for me, they were only $15. So, but they've got a very solid heel, and they are untested through KCM, so I was pleased that they did not set off the scanner, so I don't have to take them off every time I wear them going to work. That is a comfort. All right, I grabbed a burger at Wendy's, so I'm not feeling so famished, and I am ready for Nashville. I love these boots. They are so great. I could never afford shoes this nice, honestly, unless it was Goodwill, of course. But look how shiny they are. All right. Hey there. So our flight from Vegas here to Nashville was, for the most part, sort of inconsequential. Nothing really happened until we had our one medical. Just a young lady who was feeling a little faint. She felt nauseous and didn't quite feel very well. She had very low energy, but with some oxygen, she was great. She recovered very quickly. Unfortunately, we're here in Nashville waiting for our shuttle. And waiting. But yeah, I'll be in the hotel soon enough. They have breakfast there for us. Typically, I stay away from breakfast these days, but I think I'm going to splurge and have breakfast. And then have a good sleep. We have a 9-something p.m. show tonight, later on tonight. So I will see you at the airport, at the hotel, I should say. All right, don't tell anybody I'm actually eating a full meal. The ketchup all over the eggs because they're fake eggs, and I need to have something to disguise them. But I'm going to keep this banana for later today. But that is my breakfast, which is like 4 times the food I've been eating lately. Always engage the safety lock and lock the door. There is no do not disturb sign for some reason. Room tour. That's a nice bathroom. There's a microwave here, a little countertop. I think there's a fridge in there. Bed looks comfortable. The sofa looks pretty comfortable. I don't notice any mystery stains, which is great. Got a little desk area, which is nice, and there's a parking lot right there, as you can see. So, yeah, it's a nice room. Hey, guys. Hi. It is, let's see, it is 5:10 in the afternoon. Did I show you breakfast? Yeah, I had a regular breakfast this morning, which was very satisfying, but also a lot, because I haven't been eating a lot lately. But I had some eggs with some ketchup because they were fake eggs, some potatoes, some sausage, some fruit, and I had a little tiny little waffle, and unnecessary, but very delicious. So I'm going to try and not make a habit of that. Although we get breakfast in Orlando. I don't know. I might. But I started watching, when I got back to the room, I started watching a marathon of Love It or List It on HGTV. And I'm always Team Hillary, by the way. And I don't think I got to sleep until like 11 o'clock this morning. And so it's just past 5. So I got a fair amount of sleep. I don't have to start getting ready until like 8 o'clock tonight. So I still have plenty of time. I had a snack for lunch, which was some of my little mandarin oranges. I've got one left I have to finish peeling. I had the banana earlier as well. So that was my snack slash lunch today, just some fruit. And then for dinner, I'm going to have a can of soup I've got hiding in my suitcase. It's a Progresso chicken pot pie soup. It's like 190 calories for the whole can. So that'll be my dinner. And then we'll be flying off to Orlando, which is like an hour and 20-minute flight maybe from here. I'm not quite sure. But we were trying to plan for an alternate deadhead. So an alternate deadhead is when all we're doing tomorrow, all we're scheduled to do tomorrow is deadhead back home to Vegas. So when if we could call crew scheduling and ask to be released from the remainder of our trip. And in that case, it would be on our own to get home to Las Vegas. So there is a direct nonstop flight on Frontier, but there are no seats. There are absolutely no seats available. And it's probably, I don't know, we'd have to get to the airport tomorrow morning and either wait at the airport for 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, or go to the hotel, take a short nap, and get back to the airport to catch a 7:40 something flight a.m. to Las Vegas, but there are 0 seats. Do I want to risk sitting in the airport for 4 or 5 hours, or go through that whole shenanigan of going to the hotel, napping, going back, and then there not being a seat? Or do I just suck it up and do the 2 deadheads with the sit in between? I don't know. I'd like to be home earlier, but the hassle and the stress. It just might be simpler to take the deadhead. I don't know. But I am probably going to try and eat this last one I have peeled. Eat this and maybe try to get a few more minutes of sleep. And then, yeah, I don't know. So I'll see you later on tonight. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Just got into my room here in Orlando. This is one of our lowest end hotels. You can tell by just looking at it. But the beds are comfortable, so. Oh, what a nice day. What a nice day. So I had, some good day's sleep, which is sometimes hard to get. And then, oh yeah, the bed's nice. Then our flight here from Nashville to Orlando was super, super nice. We had like 81 passengers on a 321. So that holds 228 passengers. We had a lot of open seats. Everyone was great. Having a lot of space definitely helps with everyone's mood, but super nice families, some beautiful children, just a nice flight, good crew, great crew, no complaints. Yeah, just a nice day. I think I'm gonna have some soup. I've got another can of soup. I think I'm going to eat that now because I'm starving. And then give myself a little while, then go to bed so I don't get any heartburn. Tomorrow morning, I'm considering waking up for breakfast. It's from 6 to 10. It's not the best breakfast, but it's free. And so I might do that. Our shuttle is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 1:50 something report time. We're going to take the first deadhead on our own airline to Houston. And then when we get into Houston, I think we're going to be like, the minute we land, I think we're all going to be like on the phone trying to contact crew scheduling so it can be released from our flight so we can go on, I think it's a United flight that's leaving a little bit earlier than ours. And if it's a struggle, well, I'll just take the other deadhead that we're scheduled to take. Blah, blah, blah. I am going to see you guys tomorrow. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, guys. How are you? Can you see the tears? The tears in my eyes? Nothing wrong. Just my soup. Oh, my goodness. It's by Chunky Ghost Pepper Chicken Noodle. I thought, how hot can a soup be? It's chunky. I'm dying. I'm eating it, but I'm literally tears running down my cheeks. Crazy. Hey guys, how are ya? So it's about 12:45. I'm waiting for the shuttle outside. I'm thinking of going back inside because it's a little sticky and humid, and I'm wearing my little jacket. I just don't want to pack it in my, stuff it in my tote bag. Let's see. So this layover, it was a little over 12 hours, I think. I did not get to sleep as soon as I wanted to. I stayed up watching HGTV. I don't even know what the show was this day, and woke up about 8:30, 8:45 for breakfast, came down. It was a circus as usual here with just families, lots and lots of little kids. No one even using their adult polite words today, this morning. It was a circus. So I grabbed a little something, inhaled it, and then went right back up to bed and slept for 2 more hours. So I probably got about 5.5, I doubt 6 hours sleep for this layover, but we're just deadheading today. So we're going to be deadheading to Houston on our equipment, or our metal, 2 words that are interchangeable with our aircraft. We use those words once in a while if we want to sound really fancy, sound like we're in aviation. And then we're going to try, I think, and get the United flight out to Las Vegas. So I will see you at the airport, all right? So I'm sitting here with one of my crewmates, and it looks like our first flight to Houston has been delayed twice since we've been sitting here. So fine. I'm still hoping to make that United flight, but if it doesn't, well, whatever. The day is still going to be long. I'll see you later. They have me sitting in 6C, not my favorite seat. I wanted to move into a window seat, but she's like, no, last time I moved someone, I got in big trouble. I'm like, you didn't get in trouble. You just don't want to do it. Just tell me that. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to try and find something cold to drink before we start this long day. See you soon. All right, we're on. I'm in 6C, so no little hyperlapse video of clouds today, but I'll see you in Houston. Wish us luck. We want to get on that United flight. Right, so I made it to Houston. I had to have my mask on for that whole flight, and I was trying to breathe shallowly because this whole family in front of me, sick, coughing like they had the plague, and the poor baby just wasn't. Oh my God, the baby was sick. So I mean, the baby's sick, but the baby's ears are plugged, so the baby's crying the whole time. Oh, it was awful. But we have been released. It's the baby. We've been released from duty because we're going to try and get this United flight. We'll get home a couple of hours earlier than my airline. So wish us luck. Yay. Look, this is my boarding pass. Well, technically not a boarding pass. It's a standby boarding pass, but there are almost 100 open seats on board. So easy peasy. I'll be getting home a few hours early than if my own airline got me there. So very happy. Thank you, United. I'm loving me some United right now. I love United right now. I love them. I don't think I've ever flown on United, honestly, but I am now sitting in 14F, which is a much better seat than the 21D that I think I was supposed to be in originally. So yay, very excited. And we start boarding in like 5 or 6 minutes. Let's go home. I'm on the plane. I got 14F, which is a fantastic seat, and I have the best neighbors you could possibly ask for. They have an entertainment system, and a little birdie told me that they serve food, like real food, on this plane, so we'll see what happens. That'd be nice. There's my dinner. Barbecue chicken and mashed potato. Macaroni and cheese. Some cheesecake. Yeah, I'm eating it all. Hey guys, hi. Make sure the wings are covered here. So this is future Steven. This is editing Steven. I just watched the last clip of the video you're watching right now, and I realized there's a couple things that I forgot to tell you. I did stop at my P.O. box on the way home, and there was a card, a birthday card, inside by Brother Michael. And it says, when God created you, we all know how I feel about the God word, right? But Brother Michael, I love him. He's just very kind, consistently kind and thoughtful. Stephen, enjoy your special day. Blessings for a great year ahead. And he wrote, wow, 55. Yeah, I know. And inside his card, he always includes a piece of religious ephemera. One of my favorite words in the world. I've never used it on camera. Ephemera. And this is an image called Jesus of the People. And if I did believe in Jesus, Jesus would look like this. A handsome man of color. I think that's very nice. So thank you so much for that birthday wish, Brother Michael. And then I got 2 cards from Deb. Deb is a subscriber from Phoenix, and she says, age ain't nothing but a number. And then she sent me an Easter card. I'm getting glitter on my uniform here, from the cat. And she asked me in the card to not shave my beard because she loves the fact that I look like Santa Claus. Love you. But inside, there was a gift card to IHOP and to Outback. I've never been to an Outback, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I just saw a commercial regarding a meal the size that it would take me a week to eat, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to go to Outback, and I haven't been to IHOP in forever, so I'm looking forward to that. So thank you, Deb. Something else, I was pleased as punch to be surprised by the fact that my car was right outside the airport. I had forgotten I had such a fantastic parking spot, so it was such a joy. After that fantastic deadhead in first class, if I did not already mention, I ended up in first class on United. It was wonderful. To walk out of the airport and find my car sitting right there ready for me was fantastic. And lastly, is that my reserve notification period is from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. My crew scheduling at my company can only call me for a reserve trip in those 10 hours. Now, I bid for the period of time that they can call me. So I chose C for March this year, and so they can only call me between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Because I came home at the end of this trip way later and too late to be legal for a 7 a.m. phone call, they moved me to the next notification period for the remainder of my reserve block. If you're not a flight attendant, that didn't make any sense at all, I'm sure. So the remainder of my reserve block is 1 day. So reserve D, which I think they've moved me to, I think that is from, is it 10 a.m.? I think it's 10 a.m. For 10 hours. They can then, they have that period of time they could call me for a trip. But the next day, I'm on vacation for a week. So there's no way in the world that they would ever call me for anything tomorrow. So if they did, it would be like for, I don't know, a turn to San Diego and back. I don't know what they could do. They could have me, no, they couldn't have me sit ready, but blah, blah, blah. So I am, for the most part, officially on vacation. So I have yet to decide if I'm going to do anything or go anywhere. I probably should have planned, but that's for another time or another video. Anything else I should have told you about? I think that's it. So keep watching and you'll find out what happened regarding my deadhead. All right, I'll see you soon. Well, hello there. So I am back in Las Vegas. I just jumped off the train from D-Gates where United pops in here. I went to my P.O. box. I got 2 cards. I suspect they might be birthday cards. I'm very excited. So today has been, well, I won't say it was extraordinary, but that last leg of the day was fantastic. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So originally we were scheduled to take 2 deadheads on my own airline with 4 hours sit between. That 4 hours sit grew because there were a number of delays. So we would have been at the airport in Houston for 5 or 6 hours, if not longer. Instead, Dylan, one of my coworkers, suggested, hey, there's a United flight. Let's take that one. So we called crew scheduling to be released from our trip because the last leg of the day was a reserve. A deadhead. They released us. We went over to United Gates, and they had seats for us because there were over 100 seats open. I was originally supposed to sit in 21D. Then they moved me up to 14F. So I had a nice little window seat, row 14, very nice. And I had the whole seat section to myself. Then one of the flight attendants came over and said, hey, we have 4 seats in first class. Would you guys like to sit in those seats? We're like, yes, thank you so much. It was so exciting. So it was the captain that suggested that we take those seats, which is really generous. So we were waiting for the gate agent to help us with our tickets when the pilot came out of the aircraft or the jet bridge, and we started chatting, he and I, and just talking, and I was thanking him for getting us back home at a reasonable hour since our flight was delayed and blah, blah, blah. I said, you know, we had a deadhead and we were supposed to sit here for hours, and then whatever. I told him what our plight was, and I guess he took pity on us. And so he got us up into first class. My seatmate in the window seat, very nice, very nice. She flies us once in a while when she goes to Mexico. And the United flight attendants were so gracious and so nice to us. It was just super, super, super. Got a hot towel to wipe our hands before dinner. For dinner, I chose the barbecue chicken with mac and cheese. There was a little piece of cheesecake, a salad. I didn't have any dressing, but that's fine. I didn't need dressing. And a roll with butter, Diet Coke. It was so good. It was so good. The mac and cheese was delicious. And it wasn't a huge meal. It was just perfect. More than I would eat normally right now, but very satisfying. So delicious. I watched a movie, Sandra Bullock and what's his name? Lost City or something. Watched that, and then I watched some QVC because I love watching QVC. Just had a really nice flight. Really nice flight. And we got off the plane super quick because we're in first class. I'm curious about how much that ticket costs first class. Victoria said, one of my other crewmates, said that ticket's like $4,500, which I cannot believe. But the meal wasn't that good. But I'm gonna, just out of curiosity, see how expensive that trip would have been. But I'm home now. So excited. Oh, I didn't say one of the funniest things. So we are probably 20 minutes before arriving back in Las Vegas. We had started our final approach, I think, or nearby, when I got a notification on my phone that my flight on my airline was arriving in Houston in a few minutes. We were already almost in Las Vegas. It was hysterical. But yeah, great end to a very, very easy trip. So it could have been much worse on reserve. Trust me. All right, so I'm going to go home, love on the cats, and I will see you later. Fly safe. I almost forgot to say it.